So I heard that you are trying to change your habits and you are trying to change the life that you don't like. Here's a little piece that I have written just for you. Let me read for it. To get out of the life you think is damaging you, you need to be the one who sets the boundary, the one who slowly strengthens them, the one who keeps increasing them little by little. Almost like progressive overload, but not to the point where you completely abandon yourself or take a back seat in your own life. Because whenever you try to build a something healthier lifestyle, the very thing we are trying to reduce often becomes more aggressive. It starts pulling the mind and heart back towards familiar patterns and old pathways. And this happens because the brain is deeply attached to what it already knows. One of the strongest psychological explanations for why that old habits are so difficult to break is operating conditioning. A theory developed by B.F. Skinner, the theory explains how behaviors stay alive through reward and repetitions. This difficulty in changing behavior comes down to several psychological and neurological principles. The first one, the power of reinforcement. Old habits survive because they were and often still are rewarded in some way. Every time you repeat a habit, your brain receives something from it: comfort, distraction, relief, pleasure, or even a temporary peace. Because the brain associates the behavior with reward, it keeps returning to it even when the habit is damaging in the long run. The second one, the habit loop: cue, routine, and reward. Most habits work through an automatic cycle. A cue triggers the behavior, the routine follows almost unconsciously. A reward tells the brain the behavior is worth remembering. The third one, neurological efficiency and the basal ganglia. The brain naturally wants to conserve energy, so when a behavior is repeated enough times, control slowly shifts from conscious thinking to deeper automatic systems in the brain, especially the basal ganglia. That is why habits can feel stronger than logic itself. Even when you know something and is harming you, your nervous system still reaches for what feels similar. Fourth, extension versus replacement. Psychologically, habits are rarely erased completely. They are replaced. If you remove a habit without giving yourself another healthier pattern, you end up relying on the power of the willpower, and willpower becomes weak under stress, exhaustion, loneliness, or emotional overwhelm. The old pathway may go quiet for a while, but it can easily reactivate when the original trigger returns. However, there is also something that you need to know and how to break it. And that is hopeful that I have observed both in myself and in others. When you begin to genuinely love the thing you want to become, instead of treating it like punishment or obligation, your perspective slowly changes. You become more like naturally drawn towards it, and habits begin from without asking you to do them forcefully. A simple modern example is exercise. The moment's word like health, discipline, or should enter the mind, the brain can immediately interpret them as pressure, especially if the behavior feels unfamiliar. That pressure itself can make the nervous system retreat after a few days, causing people to quiet and return to old habits. But when you approach the process gently, slowly building it with small efforts, noticing how your body feels afterward, approaching and appreciating the calm and happiness it brings, and remembering yourself that you are still in control, something shifts. The brain no longer feels trapped. It feels like invited, and that changes the behavior far more than any simple routine ever could. In the end, habits stay longer when they are built from place of love, care, and patience rather than temporary excitement, shame, or self-depreciating thoughts. Because what is built through self-hatred often collapses under pressure, but what is built through understanding tends to stay, even during difficult seasons. Hope this gives you intelligence in your life, and hope you can make your life even better without punishing yourself or hating yourself. Have a nice day.